Jolan, true Centurions, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command. Orion Pirates, I am Fleet Admiral Tyrek and the Dreadnought RIS Morte, as we continue our invasion of the United Federation of Planets, specifically the Sol system. That's right, this right here, Sector 14-7, is indeed Earth itself, and we have begun a long campaign of sieging. This Empire defense started at 100, it is only down to 80, and we've been blasting this planet pretty consistently. So systematically, we conquer planet by planet within the Sol system, and now we are going for Utopia Planatia. We have managed to capture Mars after all, so obviously we should be destroying the shipyards as well. So hit that red alert, let's increase our speed, and the Federation has brought the firepower. They are bringing a frigate, the most badass frigate you have ever done see. No, it's an FLG. But they also decided to bring a plasma-armed dreadnought. Believing that our plasma technology is superior to their own photon torpedoes, they will use our weapons against us, as well as a DNG. Just in case the plasma doesn't do the trick, the Merak have brought something special to the Federation for them to integrate on their dreadnoughts. We, however, brought some friends of our own. The IKV Conqueror, a B-11 battleship, one of the largest, most powerful battleships in the entire Alpha Quadrant. Although I'm not quite sure that Starfleet Battles uses the Alpha Quadrant system. Like the Alpha, Beta, Gamma, whatever, Delta Quadrants and all that. Because the maps that I've seen tend to be pretty, galaxy spanning. So let's begin a little bit of a sideways maneuver here. We'll go ECCM to 4, ECM to 2. Make sure that we get our forward shields to the buff maximum power. And an FLG ought to not be too much of a threat. If I'm thinking of the right ship, yeah, this is just the police Coast Guard cutter size. So that's no danger at all. Unfortunately, we really don't have enough phasers to, assault this without having to use our plasma torpedoes, which is not great. Because it would be very useful if we could blast him with, a decent amount of plasma torpedo fire and phasers and still have a whole bunch more plasma torpedo fire to send his way at the Dreadnought. We do, however, have to kill this FLG. It is an X-type ship, so it is important to go after. And the B-11 has launched its fighters. I think we're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna have to. Go. Go. Go and go. Turn in. We're committing to this turn. And we're going to wait for speed. Yep, there's the distance we're looking for. There we go, that's the hit. Plasma torpedo 1. Port side plasma torpedo. That's what I was worried about. I wanted to get 2 plasma torpedoes off on him without having to worry about the hits. However, he did open fire. We will be able to add into the chunk damage there. Stern firing phasers, kill it. There we go. We got the 1. Excellent. Plasma torpedoes, pseudos immediately. Let's hit him hard. Let's see if we can't get the distance going. How's our energy reserves right now? We've got over 20 points of energy in that. Pseudo frigates, set them to harass mode. They've got to keep their distance. If they get close, they're going to get annihilated. Also, we probably should have started a Wild Weasel. We will probably end up regretting that. In fact, so much, we're going to start one late. Defender ship has been destroyed. That was, of course, the Coast Guard cutter. Plasma torpedoes are ready to rock. We're going to hit them with everything we've got, and then we're going to cloak. And hopefully that'll do the trick. Because those plasma torpedoes are ready to go. I'm really trying not to commit to this. If we fire now, it's going to be... Oh, this is going to be actually really tight. Because we've got to fire before the protection wears off, but in time for them to come back and not hit that. So fully cloak, let's see if we can't get the turn going. There we go, plasma torpedoes immediately come back, and hitting nice and hard, take out most of his shields. Now he's vulnerable to our pseudo frigates. Oh no, we're going to lose one. There's no way that one of these guys survives this kind of firepower. Goodbye. Oh my god, he survived. Pseudo frigate. Hi, yeah? You took 2 plasma torpedoes. Return home immediately. Decloak. We're going to take advantage of this. We have... we lost one of our pseudo frigates. He didn't make it home. Engage. Engage! More phaser firepower. Unfortunately, we are on the wrong side for our plasma torpedoes right now. And we are going to lose our stern shield, which is not great. All weapons select. See if we can't get something out here. There we go. We got a Wild Weasel ready. The port side plasma torpedo is about to go out. Come on. Get that port side plasma torpedo away. It's just you and us now. And I really do want to see if we can't do a quick end around here. See if we can. Ah, crap. I was hoping to avoid that one. Pull harder, harder, harder. Let's see if we can't get the shield on. Nope, we took the hit to the stern. Let's go repair that. Fix that phaser right there. And there we go. We can add another plasma torpedo to our assault right here. At least I thought we did. Did we shoot it? We must have. We are about to have enveloping plasma torpedoes ready to go again. They're not going to be ready in time for this pass here, but he doesn't have a whole heck of a lot left. The Patton is in a bad place right now. So the entire might of the Federation Navy not quite able to take us. He took some damage trying to shoot a photon torpedo towards us, but it just didn't work out for him. More phaser firepower hitting towards his stern. Let's see if we can't keep the shield up, because I'm anticipating him dying probably with this torpedo here. Nope, he still managed to survive. I've got no phasers to shoot at him at the moment. Oh, nope, there we go. The spinal mount came on just in time. So the Federation defensive fleet that was guarding these shipyards, the outskirts of Utopia Planitia, have been destroyed. Let's quickly call our remaining pseudo-frigates back home. That was a painful loss. Losing one significantly reduces our overall firepower. So that's not going to be grand for us. Let's increase the speed of time to the maximum. Ooh, oh no. Probe. I think if I saw what I saw... I saw what I saw. Ah, crap. These are Gorn stations. So apparently Utopia Planitia has been reinforced by Gorn technology with plasma torpedoes, which, as you may imagine, is not fantastic for us. So we're going to have to brave the plasma torpedo fire. Fortunately for us, the Conqueror is, right here. Get back on board. Come on. Hurry up a little bit. I know you can travel faster than that. I know for a fact you can travel faster than that. So, don't you just hate it when they go on the recall order and they will only travel at a speed of 9.1? They're capable of going 32. We've seen them do it. But no. Or maybe not 32, 31. There we go, back on board. Hi, Startup. Oh, this hopefully will call out him launching a Wild Weasel, because if he does, we'll be able to follow with plasma torpedoes, and we have a lot of big plasma torpedoes. Select the heavies for now, that's all that'll get in range. If we get close enough, we might be able to include more of them. He's fired his plasma torpedo, we're going to go right on in on him. Wow, he just shot them all down. Either that or he lost control of the limit. That's a lot of defensive systems. I forgot about that. You have an awful lot of those. Phasers, actually no, light plasmas. Phasers. And, ooh, you don't have a shuttle bay. All plasma. All weapon select. Oh, that's such a waste of plasma right there. That's a lot of wasted plasma. I'm still going to call worth it, simply because, don't want to underkill it and then not be able to get anything done. But still, that was an awful lot of plasma that didn't go anywhere. So a whole ton of missiles will pick up some speed, try and get along with them, although our plasma torpedoes are a long way away from being ready to shoot, so that's not going to be great for us. We will make a little bit of a turn here. Yeah, he's basically wasting his missiles. Said plasma torpedoes, then photon torpedoes, and then phasers, plasma. Ah, right when he deployed his Wild Weasel. That's not cool. Luckily for us, of course, we were being escorted by the Conqueror. The Conqueror able to do most of the heavy lifting here, so that we can just sort of soar around and be Romulan-like, just harrying the outside edges of things, not getting too involved with what's going on, but just being there. You are, of course, going after the last one, right? Yes, just incredibly slowly. So we will zigzag a little bit, like the Conqueror was doing earlier to us, because we'd like him to pick up some speed. Quite frankly, he should be pretty much at full power by now. All of his weapons should be charged and his weapons ready to go. So I don't know what he's wasting the time for. Well, we'll set a course. We are going to have to fire at least one plasma torpedo. Otherwise, the pseudos, by the time they... because he doesn't move, so he won't pick up speed. All of that. Follow up by one of these. Hopefully that'll make it to him. I hope. It did not. Phasers. More phasers. There we go. Okay. Ow, forgot about that. There we go. And that's the shipyards completely annihilated. Part of Utopia Planitia destroyed. In a stunning, daring attack by Klingon and Romulan battleships. Technically, we're not a battleship anymore. 450 prestige, which is not bad. That'll help pay for the loss of our wonderful pseudo-frigate. Empire defense is down to 75. We are slowly but surely grinding this place down. And another homeworld assault. Gotta go for it. There is another planet in the Sol system that we are going to go after. And let's see what it is. Apparently it's Mercury. Yes, the lava world, clearly. So Mercury is now being the primary target of the Romulan Klingon fleet. And before we do anything, we're going to make sure we're set to enveloping plasma torpedoes and make sure that our forward shields are being buffed, as well as get the ECM going, because I don't want to be talking and then not have done important things. By the way, this, because just in case he could be, we don't know yet. Squaring off against us is a single dreadnought so far. It is a DNG, another one of those missile-armed dreadnoughts that didn't fare so well in the last battle, but then again it did fight a B-11 pretty much all on its own. And of course, the planet, which is just a PL-8. Apparently, Mercury does not have much of a planetary defense grid. We are escorted today by IKV Relentless, a B-10 battleship, little brother of the B-11. And just in case you were wondering, the B-11 battleship Doubt Slayer. Yes, we have brought the really big guns, but the Federation has hidden a fleet around the rear of Mercury that now reveals itself a space control ship. Yes, armed with 1,000,001 fighters, it will attempt to take us all on, as if to reenact the Battle of Midway in space. They will, of course, fail, because we're a much better force than they are. Alright, so are we pretty much charged and ready to go? How much additional power are we? We're carding some, not a huge amount, but some. So we'll be able to get somewhat up to speed. Let's just increase the speed of time, just so we can get on in here. Not waste too much of our effort. Our Wild Weasel is ready, but not necessarily really super useful. Alright, slow back down the speed of time. And we will invest an R-type plasma torpedo and an S-type plasma torpedo into the ruse. Don't want to commit too much to it, because that will end up being wasted effort. Also, we do want to potentially stun the SCS. Incoming proton torpedo barrage does not get through our shield reinforcement. He fired from too far away. And prepare to fire pseudo-plasma torpedoes now. So, pseudo-plasma torpedoes going out. We're hoping that he'll buy that, and we'll start moving away from the Hawks, because they're coming in and they are dangerous. Ooh, photon torpedoes managing to hit us, and he did crash them. And if we had fired real plasma torpedoes at him, that would have actually hit him. No, we can't afford to launch our pseudo frigates. Not in an environment where there's a whole bunch of Hawks. It's just too dangerous. If we were to do that, we pretty much guarantee the loss of the pseudo frigates, and we need them. We need them for the long-term battle. So turning in, all plasma torpedoes selected, coming in with a group of fighters. Excellent. Engage everything, and cloak. And we drop into cloak. Get nice and stealthy, pull away, build some distance, and a nice big hammer blow taking out most of his shields. He's still got 2 of them, might be 3, but he is now in the center of a trap of B-10 and B-11 battleships as they curl around on his flanks. The USS Morse in a terrible position. His sides opened up by a sneaky, cunning Romulan trap. That's how this whole maneuver went. The London, USS London, the space control ship, arcing through the battle, trying to cause damage. His fighters actually ripping open the shields on the Doubt Slayer. Will it be able to be enough, though, especially with the Morris currently limping as badly as it is? Morris, of course, now picking off some of the incoming missile fire with its tractor beams, trying to hold off and trying to engage the cunning, clever, sneaky Romulan, but not finding a single target to actually get hit. We're not going to decloak this close to the Morris, because the Morris will fire missiles, and we won't be able to defend ourselves until after we're fully decloaked. So as long as we stay here, the Morris is going to try and maneuver against us. And that's very useful to us, because it means he'll remain open to the Doubt Slayer and the Relentless. So coming in on the SCS, we're recharging 3 of our 5 plasma torpedoes, so we're not terrible here. And I'm not seeing any fighters right now. Nice big missile barrage coming in. The Morris looks to be pretty much done for. And I'm going to let the SCS pass over top of us. The London, because the London... nope, if he's going to disengage like that, we're going to come in a cloak and go for him. Alright, get ready. All plasma torpedoes not yet ready. We need a little bit more time. Defender ship destroyed. That's gone the Morris. And now just the London. Let's see if we can't open them up. Come on. Plasma torpedoes coming in line. There we go. Defensive plasma active. Or not plasma, but defensive tractor beams protecting ourselves. We did take a couple of big hits from his photon torpedoes from the front, but it's not enough to stop us. And we're going to pass on back here. The London currently at 0 speed. And he dropped a Wild Weasel, but didn't do it in time to stop us from getting our hits in with our plasma. Yeah, that's going to be a very bad day for the London. In fact, he's mostly dead. Pseudo frigates, deploy. You're in a decent position to go cause him pain. Yeah, he's definitely in a bad way. I don't see him coming out of this one. He's in the center of a minefield. He's low on power and low on heavy weapons. If the pseudo-frigates get to him, I'll actually be a little bit surprised. There they go, launching their waves of plasma towards him, chewing open a hole right through one of his shields as we come back in again. We don't have plasma torpedoes of our own, but we did have phasers, but they will not be required. Let's call all the pseudo-frigates back, just for protection. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And target Mercury. Yes, the planet of Mercury, now our primary target, as we call our vessels back. 1, 2, and... this wasn't a suggestion, this was an order. Get back on board. Come on, right now. There you go. Probe indicates that he only has defensive Phaser 3 systems, 8 of them, designed to defend against meteorite impacts, and nothing more. Certainly not 3 battleships, well, 3 dreadnoughts, because we're not a battleship. 2 battleships and a dreadnought? I suppose we could go with that one. Let's pick up some speed. There is no point in any sort of defense, so ECM's ECM off. ECCM can stay on. In fact, we'll probably actually just pump it up to 6 for maximum damage. Not that we're really going to need to use it. The amount of firepower that we've got is pretty considerable. It starts slowing down. We don't want to smash into the planet. That would be a very, very bad day. We're just steadily going to get in close. So, fire all the pseudos, fire the real ones, and slow down. Up, a little bit closer. Oh, there we go. All stop. Personnel, Marines. There's 5 left. Keep shooting. 3 left. We're almost there. Oh, but select just continued the bombardment. Now we'll pick up the speed just a little bit. Up, there we go. He's down to 2. Send all the people. And stop. Mercury shall now be ours. We've taken Mars, Venus, and Mercury now. So we're basically bracketing Earth at this point. I wonder what the next planet will be. Planet captured. And another planet in the Sol system falls. The messenger god now belongs to us. So let's see how much prestige that was. What? I'm guessing, what, 490, I believe it is? No, 470. Or 670. So a decent amount of prestige. We're up to 6,000. Halfway back to getting another King Condor. So pop back over here. Pop back onto the Sol system. Continue the assault. Ah, more shipyards have been discovered. Perhaps somewhere in the orbit of Neptune? Very well, maybe hit that red alert, increase speed. We are all on our own for this operation, squaring off against a heavy cruiser. Ooh. An NCM, so a new medium cruiser, and a dreadnought, which is a DNG. We could do this. Yeah, we could do this. Absolutely, we can do this. Plasma torpedoes set to enveloping. We're gonna need ECM systems. We're going to go with the 4-2 as usual. Forward shields, of course, to the reinforcement value of whatever maximum we can manage. I'd like to bum rush the heavy cruiser. Just see if we can't wipe him out in one go, because if we can do that, we'll be very much on our way to destroying everything. You should have 5 photon torpedoes? I'm not quite sure. Oh, looks like he's pulling in to try and support his little friend. Plasma torpedoes. Ooh, we are getting a lot closer than I figured, because our plasma torpedoes are not yet ready. So firing from long range, starting our turn. We do have a defense shift, so his photon torpedoes won't be particularly effective. Yeah, he's got 4 photon torpedoes, so yeah, he's a Miranda. He's flat out a Miranda class. So he's deployed his Wild Weasel. We will, of course, deploy in harassment mode our 3 pseudo frigates from 4. We're probably going to have to go home after this, because I'm anticipating none of them surviving incoming long-range photon torpedo fire. We do get hit quite a few times. Turning on into him, he's up to a speed of 2. He's almost there. A 3-point something or other will probably shoot. Close enough. Fire everything. All phasers. Get ready to further follow up. Oh, here comes the big barrage. Big phaser shots, and 3 more plasma torpedoes. Slamming right into him. We'll turn steadily, see if we can't get some distance going on here. Keep firing. Ooh, we just lost a shield entirely. It is not good. Marines. Let's... Not required. Will not be required. 100% sure the Yamamoto is dead. was wrong. The Yamamoto, very much not dead. Oh, I'll take that. Thank you. And can I get more phaser fire out on this? Come on, kill the Yamamoto. We just need it dead. There we go. Okay, focus the Missouri. And cloak. If I had been you, I would have launched all of my missiles right then and there. So, pseudo frigates, set them to harassment mode. We want them to keep their range, their distance. Don't get anywhere near him. Marines, he's got 16, and we are at 10. So we're not really in a great position to try and capture this ship. Or fight him on captures at any rate. He is engaging our pseudo frigates with his photon torpedoes, but we're all sitting in cloak. We're just drawing him into the trap as he continues to come after us. He's doing a speed of 16, which is pretty significant. And quite dangerous. How much power are you pumping into your ECCM? Oh, we're not pumping any power into our electronic warfare system at all. So we'll continue our turn because we can keep the range going. Long-range plasma torpedo firing at a fleeing target. Not your best shot ever, but if you draw out his wild weasel, I will be happy with that. That's 3 plasma torpedoes now, which he should be able to avoid. Did you? He did. Oh goodness, he did. He crash stopped for that one. Decloak. Decloak and pick up speed. We have a few plasma torpedoes we'll be able to get in. So as soon as that attack shift goes away, we'll be able to start engagement. Heavies only until we get within range. It's gone. Firing the heavy plasma torpedoes first. Light plasma torpedoes ready for the follow-up as soon as we close in the range. So selecting the plasma Fs. That'll be important there. He's heading towards us. Plasma F torpedoes. Get a nice couple of sandpaper shots on him. His forward shields are especially low. His photon torpedoes are already discharged. Or now they are. We've got a nice big hole in there. Can I get within range? There it is. Range of 5. Pull away, pull away, pull away. We've got a shield that's currently very weak facing towards him. He shot right through it. Luckily, it's not all that important. Because he didn't have enough firepower to really capitalize on that. Alright, let's keep the speed up. The Missouri really taking damage now. He's also doing a pretty big number on my pseudo frigates. Pseudo frigates, however, also doing a pretty big number on him. He's down most of his shields at this point. He's going to get a free shot down the throat here, but we should be able to get our nose on to fire an R-type plasma torpedo. This pseudo frigate's going to die. I don't think I can stop that from happening. So, long-range plasma R shot into a fleeing enemy. Not the best shot in the world, but we are in range. Oh, that's 2 big ones. Well, that's not a big one, but it's a lot of plasma coming his way. How is he going to respond to it? He's going to crash stop. Okay, so he had another Wild Weasel ready for it. So that is a waste of an R, but that does mean he's burned all his initiative. We can now reposition and get ready for another re-attack. As long as we can keep in his stern, his blind spot, he won't be able to be all that effective against us. Alright, turning in nice and gently here. Get ready for a nice little phaser follow-up. We're taking on another shield of his, and we'll be able to disengage on the port side. All weapons select. And I should have a plasma torpedo ready to go. 2 more plasma torpedoes. There we go. And activate the defensive systems. More plasma is about to come online. We'll have 2 plasma Fs to get ready on top of this. So, staging, staggering. Oh, you've got a bad day coming, friend. That's a lot of plasma. He's got no shields, no defenses at this point. A lot of his systems are just falling offline. He's only got 2 Marines on board, but we're not even going to bother capturing him. Because I don't think he'll survive the capture attempt. I mean, if my pseudo frigates don't get too close, because you know, he can still. Well, actually, no, he can't. He really doesn't have much, does he? Begin our turn. Stern firing phasers. Let's see if we can't get enough damage onto him to finally force the overload and have him go Nova. There we go. It is done. That's right. We were able to take a guided dreadnought and a heavy cruiser. I'm pretty proud of us. That was pretty good. And we didn't lose any of our pseudo frigates. So good job, everybody. Return home. Also increase the speed of time. We have 3 star docks to wipe out, and luckily, they're Merak star docks, it would appear. Possibly. Are they fleet screen? Fleet screen doesn't actually... Yep, they are. They're Merak fleet yards. Good. That'll make it easier to kill. Return to my ship immediately. Slow down a bit. Slow down a bit more. Get on board. Come on, come on. Hurry up. And there we go. Now we can increase the speed of time. Also, we can go defensive phasers. Shoot. Just all phasers. Stay on defensive mode for a little while. We need to handle this. So one by one, we'll either bounce or shoot them down. They have a lot of missiles, and there's not much we can do about it. Steadily holding on to them, we'll shoot more of them off of us, just as they go along. Unfortunately, there's no end to this missile barrage, is there? I'm anticipating another fire at any moment right now, although it would be nice if he was out. Because if he is, that means they're helpless. Mostly. We don't have to worry about the siege range on this one, because they've only got missile launchers. Shoot down all the missiles. I guess this one did help out a little bit with the battle. He was firing into the fray, he just wasn't accomplishing much with it. Because we kept, our pseudo-frigates kept dropping into cloak, and so that would break the lock. Alrighty, so what we're going to end up having to do is we're going to have to fire a real plasma... No, we'll just get close enough. If we just get close enough, we should be able to snipe out the... frigate, or the Wild Weasel. Unfortunately, not if we keep having to defend against incoming missile attack like this. Slow down a bit. It's going to be... Wow, scatter pack. So, not a bad decision. Except for that. Ah, darn it! I was a little bit slow on recognizing that it was a scatter pack. So pull forward a little bit more. He's got phaser 3s and 2 phaser 1s. So we'll get within a range of 5. That'll keep our phasers effective, and we'll be able to basically bust him open. It's sort of like sieging a planet, with a little less frustration. Did I say less? I meant more. Oh crap, stop. Okay. Just at a range where you can't do anything. Hi, pseudos, all of them. Oh, look at that, scary. Real ones. Oh, look at that, terrifying. Phaser, followed up, killed, thank you. Okay, next one. You're next. Come on, pick up the speed. We need to go. This episode is dragging on just a little bit. Which, don't get me wrong, I love playing this game, but I'm trying to keep it in reasonable chunks here. And having to worry about the 3-turn recharge limit on those plasma torpedoes is a little bit annoying. Although we do need to go home very soon. We're down to 10 Marines. It's not grand. 10 Marines is a little bit light for what we want to do. Hi, 3s, fire the light plasmas, 4s are selected. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Wait for the 2 to go away. All plasma torpedoes, all weapons, blast through. There we go. Shocking most of the systems offline. You're done. And coming on to the last star dock. That's pretty much my plan. We'll fire the Fs. The Fs will make sure that the Wild Weasel goes down. Then we'll follow up with the S's and the Rs. And all the phasers. I'm not going to bother launching our pseudo-frigates. They could die. Maybe do something. Just want to be careful is all. They're little and defenseless. And by defenseless, I mean they can take 2 plasma torpedoes to the face. That was actually really surprising. To watch him take 2 plasma torpedoes to the face and just keep going. I'm proud of you, little guys. Alright, slow down time. Wait till we get within range. Light plasma torpedoes. Heavies selected. Wait for the attack shift to go away. There we go. All plasma torpedoes, all weapons select. Follow up with phaser fire. Increase the speed. We don't need to really bother. He still has a couple of phasers, but I think hopefully we'll be able to take them out. Nope, this is going to be a little bit longer of a siege. We're just going to basically fly around it. There we go. So, the shipyards around Neptune have been defeated. Bit by bit, we close the noose around Terra itself. Another 450 prestige puts us in a nice spot. The Empire defense is down to 65%, but that is where we will end this episode for today. The siege of the Sol system continues, and soon all will be within our grasp. Anyway, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment. Have you seen the duels beyond Neptune and Mercury? What goes through your mind as you witness the Federation vessels falling to our might? And I will see you all in the next episode.